Namaskara, good evening, and a very warm welcome to this edition of the School of Ancient Wisdom Satsang, the spiral of wisdom that happens every Thursday. It was started by Ma Manize, the founder of the School of Ancient Wisdom. So before we start off, may I request Swati to say the school prayer?
Good evening, everyone. O hidden light, vibrant in every atom. O hidden light, shining in every creature. O hidden love, embracing all in oneness. May each who feels himself as one with thee know he is also one with every other. Thank you.
Thank you, Swati. So as the school prayer, as we heard, clearly indicates that we are all souls on the path towards self-realization. That's the hidden light shining in every one of us. That little point of light, the Atma Bindu, the soul, is what connects all of us and brings us together every Thursday to seek personal growth. Now, as people start joining in, Mamanise would always say it's important for us to start off on time. So even though we have only one person, Ashwini ji, in attendance at the moment, we will start off, and our speaker will be joining us very shortly. And before she does, let me introduce her. The satsang this week is on the sacred beads of infinite blessings and the power of the Rudraksha. I'm very happy to say that for some reason, without knowing it, I actually wore Rudraksha beads today. So I'm very happy with this synchronicity. So to introduce our speaker today, her name is Gaauri Vala ji. So Gaauri ji is a deeply devoted spiritual guide and mystic, known for her unique abilities to bridge the ancient wisdom of Eastern traditions with the modern insights of contemporary practices. With years of dedication as a sadhak, Gaauri ji has immersed herself in the profound realms of meditation, Kundalini yoga, and mantra therapy. Her journey of self-realization and spiritual awakening has granted her deep knowledge and experience in various disciplines, including astrology, tarot card reading, psychic life coaching, and healing therapy. As a healer, Ms. Gaauri guides individuals to unlock their highest potential, helping them navigate the complexities of life with a sense of clarity, balance, and inner peace. Whether it is offering insights through astrology or empowering clients through psychic coaching, Gauriji's approach combines wisdom, compassion, and deep spiritual insight, allowing seekers to connect with their true essence. In addition to her work as a spiritual guide and healer, Gauriji is highly respected for her expertise in sacred gemstones and the Rudraksha, which are integral tools for spiritual protection and growth. By understanding the profound energies these sacred objects hold, Gauriji helps individuals tap into their transformative properties to promote healing, spiritual awakening, and enlightenment. Her guidance empowers people to align with their higher selves, leading to personal and spiritual growth. Over the years, Gauri has been privileged to work with hundreds of seekers from across the globe through her unique approach to spiritual healing. Whether it is offering one-on-one consultations or leading workshops, Gauriji remains a beacon of light, guiding others on their journey toward enlightenment, harmony, and inner truth. So it's very interesting. She's a seeker who has explored esoteric sciences. So I think her introduction to the Rudraksha would be most interesting. But before we carry on, she's yet to actually log in. I was hoping that she'll be logging in within 2 minutes. I think she will be logging in shortly. So let us connect with our higher selves through the Guru Mantra. Let us connect with our inner Guru. Please sit straight with your back, neck, and head aligned. Pull yourself up. Take a nice deep breath. And let go. Let us transit to our inner world where the Guru within speaks to us. Let us hear his divine voice as we all get connected to each other in the process. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. And as you can experience, that has a very powerful effect of connecting us with our own higher self. And when we connect with our higher selves, we also connect with one another at a very subtle level. And the intention is through this connection, we get the maximum out of the satsang so that our lives are transformed by us becoming a better person every day. Swati, has our speaker joined in?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, she's here.
Okay, that is the Gaauri ji, is it?
Yeah,
Gauri?
I have joined from Dolly's iPhone.
Okay, fine. Okay, Gauri ji. Namaskar, namaste and welcome to our
Namaste.
satsang, Spiral of
Namaste.
Wisdom. Namaste. So welcome to the Spiral of Wisdom satsang that happens every Thursday. It was started by Ma
Thank
Mahim.
you. Thank you.
She is the founder of the School of Ancient Wisdom. So with a great deal of reverence, we've been continuing the satsang even after, long after she's left us in 2012, I think it was. So without much more ado, over to you, Gaauri ji. Would you want to be presenting something? Is it possible for you to turn on your camera so that we can all see you? Namaskara.
Namaskar. I would just like to ask how many people are there in the session because I can't see.
Right now, it's just the four of us. And people keep joining in. They've been joining in a bit late nowadays. So we're trying to get everybody to come back to starting on time at 6:30. So they will keep joining in.
Yeah, so I'll start once they, 2, 3 people comes because then they'll miss the concept and then I have to repeat everything all over again from the beginning.
Okay, sure. I introduced you to our people today. The introduction is already done.
Okay.
And it was very interesting that, yes, I read the synopsis. It was very interesting. So just curious to know, how did you, since people are still joining in, and while we wait, I'm just curious to know, how did you get started with all this?
Yeah, so I have expressed, I have told my journey earlier also in like first session or something, but I'll tell it again. So it was a personal experience, and I was an atheist. So I always say I'm an atheist turned sadhak. So never used to believe in God or never used to do anything. But then life incidents happened, and then there was no way forward. It was really dark, and I couldn't see anything going ahead. I couldn't even move myself. My body was so stuck that even I was
Oh,
struggling to move, like from here to just two step, उतना भी मेरे से चला नहीं जा रहा था इतना. And it was not any physical injury or something. It was not any illness or something. It was just my mind. My mind was not just functioning. My brain was
oh,
not braining. Yeah. So when you so मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि अब आगे क्या करना है. If someone will tell me कि okay, go and eat, so I'll just keep looking, okay, how to eat. So that was the condition.
wow.
Yeah, it was very stressful, and it was like depression. I don't know what is it called, because I never consulted a psychologist, at that point of time. I never consulted a doctor, a mental health professional. So I don't know what the condition is called. But yeah, it was something like that. And then one of my friend called me, and she started speaking to me like, you might be going through this and that. You see this YouTube video. So when, like, she's my childhood friend. So we were together
Okay.
in school. So I listened to her because I could connect to her, I could trust her. So then I saw the videos, I listened to her, and she was like, okay, start doing this, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. I was like, okay, fine. So I started doing it. I did it once, only once, Om Namah Shivaya. And then I don't know how, but the stories started unfolding me, like the Shiv Puran stories. What was the story of Ma and Mahadev, etc. So I was like, am I delusional? Is it real? Am I delusional? What am I thinking? So मुझे पता ही नहीं चल रहा था कि क्या मैं जो सोच रही हूँ, जो स्टोरीज मुझे समझ आ रही है, वो रियल है या मेरी इमेजिनेशन है, क्या है ये. So then I started seeing serials and videos that, talk about Shiv Mahapuran. And that I connected कि हाँ भाई, I was not delusional. Whatever was coming up to me and whatever I was thinking was actually the facts. And I sometimes, मैंने ये सीखा हुआ है. I don't remember when, but I know how to do this. I have learned this. So then I started studying about it. I started doing my own research, and most above all, I just told Mahadev, if you're chosen Meena, then show me the path ahead and bring me out of it. I don't know how, I don't know anything, just bring me out of it. So then धीरे धीरे
How
धीरे
old were
धीरे
you
करके
when this happened to you?
I was 24.
How old were you when this?
I was
Oh
24.
my God. Oh,
Yeah, so and then series of incidents happened, and I started learning things, and things started coming to me. So it was all good. And then there is no looking back. To now, today, I'm thoughtless. I don't have a single thought. So yeah, that was the journey.
wow. Amazing. So you really have been chosen, which means that even though in this life you had not gone through all these details, you just knew that you have experienced such things somewhere in your past, maybe past
Yeah,
life.
yeah. And then I spoke to few saints. Okay, so then what happened now? Once I started on this journey, then I had an urge to visit temples. So I started my pilgrimage. For almost 1.5 years, I was constantly traveling across India. All the pilgrimage, everything. I was solo travel. I didn't know what to
Okay.
do, how to do, where to go. But I was just like, take me or call me where you want to call me. So then एक एक बस टिकट बुक की मैंने, एक एक जगह की, और एक बैग बांधा और निकल गई. और कुछ नहीं पता था कि कहाँ जाना है, क्या
हाँ.
करना है, कहाँ रहना है, कैसे, नथिंग. बट देन इट वाज अ ब्यूटीफुल जर्नी. बहुत मजा आया, बहुत मस्ती की, बहुत एडवेंचर भी किया, रिवर राफ्टिंग किया, बहुत मजा आया. सब कुछ किया. आई मीन एवरीथिंग वाज देयर. Yeah, so it was fun, but with substance. So उस duration में मैं जितने भी I visited a lot of temples, a lot of ashrams also. तो मुझे ऐसे ऐसे लोग मिलते गए जिन्होंने मुझे बताया कि क्या होता है इस जर्नी में. So they taught me कि this is something you have bought from your previous lives, and it happens with all of us, whoever are chosen. So the past lives, you have done it all. You have done it all, you are done and dusted. So in
Oh,
this life, you are chosen to first experience life, experience the hardness of life, so that you can guide others. So तुम्हें अगर नहीं पता होगा कि क्या होता है, difficulties क्या होता है, then you will not be able to guide others. So for a short period of your life, God give you some kind of difficulty, या आपके कर्म भी होते हैं वो, that you have to face. So once you face your karma, once you are done and dusted, then then your awakening starts again, and it starts from where you have left in the past life. You don't have to start from A all over it again. It just starts from where you have left in the past life. So that entire knowledge comes in. So even today, I don't know how, but I have never learned Sanskrit, but I can still speak mantras. I can still do chanting. I can still perform yagyas. I don't know where I have learned it from, but I don't need anyone's help, and I can do it all. So it's beautiful. It's
Amazing.
beautiful.
Amazing. I think you're in testimony for what one experiences when there is a kind of recollection. I remember in our satsangs we had one, I think Mithila auntie, she must be in her
Mhm.
80s now. But she remembered not only her past life, she went and met her parents from the past life, and they even recognized her and gave her property also.
Oh,
And yes, and her past life sister even put a case on her, and Mithila auntie won. So now she has a house in Missouri and a house in Bangalore. She was featured in BBC and other places. So it's quite amazing what you've just shared.
oh,
And I think perhaps now it'll be good for us to start. We have 5 participants. Nazarius G has also joined us. And just for a quick update, Nazarius G, we're talking to our speaker this week, Gaauri Vala Ji. She has got an amazing, extraordinary experience herself. She was an atheist who suddenly had this epiphany where, she was in a situation where she was practically like stuck. And because of a introduction, a taunt that her friend had given her, suddenly her life started opening up, and she started getting these kind of memories from a distant past, which is not even in this life. And that's how her spiritual growth has happened. She's literally followed her heart, the divine voice, and that has taken her forward. So it's really a privilege for us to hear from such people, because such people are really close to the divine, and it's something that we all seek to be, close. So if you wish to, Gauriji, we are ready to hear what you have to say.
sure. I would actually
Or if you
first
want to
like,
wait for some more time, it's up to you.
yeah, fine. By the time I can take few questions. If Nazaris ji has some questions to ask, I can answer that. You're mute. You are mute. You're mute.
Can't hear
I'm
you,
very happy to be here. I'm glad to know the short
and Nazarius
introduction.
Ji.
Sorry. I said, I'm very happy to be here. I read your short introduction. It was very interesting to come and listen to what you have to say to us. So I'd rather listen to you first. And if I have some questions, I'll certainly be very interested in asking you
Yeah.
for answers.
Okay. So today's session is about Rudraksh, the origin of Rudraksh. I think I have told the story previously also, but that's fine. Um, So I will be talking about Rudraksh only. But since we are waiting for more people to join in, I was thinking by the time we can just take questions, we can take spiritual questions, we can, just satsangic question, any kind of life questions you have, kind of knowledge-based questions. So, we can take that. Anyone.
Okay, in which case you operate as a healer.
Anything. Ask me anything.
So when you operate as a healer, what are some of the things that we have to safeguard against?
Uh, I don't call myself a healer. I just call myself a worker. Like this is my job, so I'm just doing my job. I just call myself a sevak. A sevak is a server. So uh, I just do naam jap. Whenever I do something, whenever I am giving advice to someone how to heal yourself or how to come out of a particular situation. Before that, I just close my eyes, just meditate for few seconds, and I say that whatever I'm doing, be with me. This is not me doing, this is a body, but the soul is yours. That's my Ishtadev, that is Mahadev. So I call the soul is yours, and you are doing it. I'm just a medium. So do it your way. That's what I do, and it has worked wonderful. Yeah.
So a lot of the lot of work that you do is very intuitive, or is there some set practice that you have studied with some people, or it's been completely intuitive that you put it together?
Every problem, every instance has a different kind of solution, different kind of method. So there is no ideal one solution that works for everybody. So yes, there are different sets of practices. Okay. For example, some people need mantra therapy because they can't do anything else. They don't know how to anything else, or maybe they can't relate with anything else. Some people can that. So I initiate them into bhakti कि कैसे करना है, क्या करना है. And some people cannot do any of it. So then there is a complete different mark. There's a complete different path. Then they like there is no religion, there is no barriers, but then it takes a very long time when you are not associated with some deity now, or when you don't believe that there is something, there is a higher power which has a name, which has an identity. Okay, then it becomes very difficult for you to move ahead. So it takes a little more time for the third category. So when we talk about sadhana, there are four types of sadhana that we do. That the first one is Adhyatmic sadhana, which is a spiritual practice. It can be anything, any spiritual practice. Then there is a dhyana sadhana, with meditation. Okay, Adhyatmic sadhana. Okay, I'll get into it in more details. बाद में. And then there is a stuti sadhana. Stuti is nothing but when we speak mantras, there is a stuti called Nirvana Shaktam. So it goes like Mano Buddhi Ahankara Chittani Naham Na Chashrota Jive Na Chadrana Netre Na Chavyoma Bhumi Na Vayu Chidananda Yoga Shivoham Shivoham. So this entire Nirvana Shaktam talks about I'm not the body, I'm not the soul, I'm not the mantras, I'm not even the spirit. I do not exist, and nor do this world exist. I am the supreme consciousness, Shivoham Shivoham. So this entire stuti is uh, for somebody who would like to get ahead, get one step further in their sadhana. Like ये जो बड़े बड़े साधु सन्यासी होते हैं ना, वो इस चीज को बहुत प्रैक्टिस करते हैं. So it's called Stuti sadhana, which is the third stage. And then comes Murti Puja. So it's actually, I have told the reverse order. So when anyone starts, people first starts with Murti Puja, like how we worship our God. And then there is Stuti sadhana, and then there is Dhyan, and then there is Adhyat. So these are the level. That's how we practice. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. So, when we have these practices, I know in various religions and various systems from around the world, even if you look at Hinduism, actually that's a misnomer because it is originally Sanatana Dharma, which is a collection of different religions, actually, which are practiced in this part of the world, where people, even traditionally, if you look at even before, the time of Christianity or Muslim religion elsewhere in the world, be it Europe, Africa, Australia, Americas, people used to also connect with nature and connect with God through nature.
Hmm.
Even here also in this part of the world we call Bharat, there were other deities or other forms, some people worship nature. So what were the tools? Because since we're talking about Rudraksha, and incidentally, without realizing it, I wore a Rudraksha today.
Oh,
Normally I don't wear it,
oh wow.
but today I wear it. Yeah, and it came to me in a very unusual way. Building a house, and some person who lives close by from Nepal, he said, "I think I'm going to Nepal. I'll get you a Rudraksha mala." And from his house, he got it. He has a Rudraksha tree. So the point is, it just came like that. I know that now through my experiences from 1992, when I read this book, The Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda, what happened was, I believe God comes to us in many forms. He introduces us. We meet the right people at the right time, or the right books, or we get right tools. Like these are all tools to connect ourselves with a higher self, with a more spiritual outlook. What are the various tools? What are the popular tools that people have around the world that can connect us with our higher self?
The first and the foremost and the most potent one is, we call it mantra, people call it spells, but they are the most potent. And because intention is the most potent, intention is the most powerful. Nothing matches the speed of an intention or a thought. So that is the most powerful tool which we can use. And then there comes yantras. So then there is some geometrical yantras that we use um, in our practice in India. Okay, you have heard about Shri Yantra, and then there are different yantras. So it's a geometrical shapes which consist energy, so that is made through a lot of mantra chanting. Again, उसमें भी intention pour करना ही पड़ता है. Then that how it reflects and it multiplies things. Then there is I don't know if we can count it in this category, but yeah, some kind of relation with nature. तो nature को use करना, just like पंच महाभूत को use करना. It's like 5 element. We can use the 5 element and we do a lot of rituals through it. So that doesn't require any religion or anything. Each and every religion has this kind of 5 elements included in their daily practices. And then of course there are Rudraksh, there are crystals, there are gemstones. Though gemstones and crystal does not have any mention in any religious scriptures or any kind of scriptures in the history, it does not have any mention. But since it comes from nature, we consider them, we wear them, and people have seen positive results of it. So that's why it is considered. But only Rudrakshas are mentioned in the Shastra. Gemstones and crystals are not mentioned there.
Interesting.
Does it
But
answer
I
your
think
question?
it does partly answer the question. Now, when for us to start off on, like, I know that we are all interconnected worldwide. I've personally been brought up in the Hindu and Christian system, because I used to be a part of the school choir in church, and also I have been part of singing bhajans in the temple. And essentially what I find is, if you take away all the extraneous details, basically God is the same. I mean, it's the same core that we all, the different parts, but the same core that we reach out to. So in essence, we all belong to each other. We are all interconnected at a soul level. Now, as human beings, if we have to support everyone to grow, they say the starting point, the best way is to learn how to be happy yourself. If one is um, happy, if one really is effective at being happy, then we throw out that energy into the collective consciousness.
Hmm.
So, what can we do in this time in our, because the world is going through a lot of change, I know that. Even Mother Nature is also kind of, giving back what people, human beings have done over the past, you
Hmm.
know, 200, 300 years after the Industrial Revolution started. We have affected nature in a very negative way, much, much more than what humanity has done from
Hmm.
thousands of years before. So,
Hmm.
what is a useful, effective way to bring people to this kind of awareness, which is not taught in regular schools, in a regular upbringing? Because seekers generally come to seek because of certain experiences in their life, normally painful experiences, and
Hmm.
that is how they turn towards seeking. But in what way, what is the best way in which we can support others to just become curious, at least, of the spiritual dimension?
Okay, so see, there are multiple ways, first of all, but we have to simplify it so that it works out for every single human being. It obviously depends on people to people and their journey is different, but uh, if there is only one single thing that can be implied on every single person. So that is Nam Jap. That is chanting. You keep chanting one single thing your entire life and you will ascend. There is no looking back because it is a saying. There was Satyug, then there was Treta, and there was Dwapar Yuga, and now there's Kal Yuga. So there's a great saying in the Kal Yuga that Kal Yuga केवल नामाधार. कल युग में आपका कल्याण नाम जप करने से ही हो जाएगा. You don't have to do anything else because it's very easy here to find the divine. So your question was how to find that happiness when we are suffering nowadays with so many things. So the easiest way is to connect to the higher energy. What is the easiest way to connect to the higher energy? Chant, call them, chant there. So it's a reflection, the higher energy, the higher, the superior power, the divine power that exists in all of us. It's everywhere. It's like omnipresent. Okay. So it's when we connect to that particular power, it's very obvious that our ashuddhis, our vikar, you know, they will vanish. We will be happy, we will be blossoming. The prime reason for anxiety for any of this is our vikar only. अगर आप jealous हो, अगर आपके अंदर jealousy है, ठीक है, like someone is successful, yeah, like your friend is successful and you are not, and you are getting jealous, constantly burning inside. Why is he doing so best and why I can't do that? Then they will that thought, that jealousy will haunt yourself and it will take you to even lower dimension. It will take your energy to even further lower dimensions. Okay, so that happens. And when there is one of the vikaris, anger also. When you are angry, at that time also you are not in a positive state of mind. Okay, you are completely negative. That is also a lower dimensional thing. So you can't be happy when there is so much anger inside your heart. When there is so much anger inside your system, how you can be happy? So that is why we say the easiest thing to do, which everybody can do, is Nam Jap. So you constantly call and jap. It's called Japa Jap also in the spiritual practice. Japa Jap is like constantly chanting, 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 so that you become thoughtless. You become thoughtless, and slowly and steadily your Kundalini also rises. The blockages from your chakras, they also goes away. So everything, it's a slow process, but it happens. So that is how it's done. I hope I answer your
And
question.
is it important? Yes, it is useful. Is it also important that we receive this jap, this naam from a guru, or can we just pick up on something by reading a book and start off?
So do we receive a seed mantra, a naam jap mantra from our guru or not? Right? In many instances.
Yeah, but because many people won't have a guru also.
Yeah.
They won't know where to
I
find
don't have a
any.
guru. Like I don't have a physical guru. I never had a physical
Oh,
guru in my life. I still don't have. The only guru I have is Mahadev. The only guru he is my guru, he's my father, he's my family, he's everything. Okay. So I personally don't have a guru. I have never got a seed mantra. I have never got a guru mantra. So I started the jap with his name only, whatever you call it, Shiv, 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 Shambhu, 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 whatever. Mahadev, Mahadev, okay, Om Namah Shiva, Namah Shiva, whatever comes. So it's not necessary that you will always find a guru. जो मैंने starting में ही कहा ना, you start your spiritual journey from where you have left in your past life. So आपको past life में सब कुछ मिल चुका है. That is why you don't get a guru in this life. The only thing you need to do is open your eyes, open your mind, and most importantly, open your heart. There should be immense love for everybody. If somebody is doing great in their life now, the only thought you need to have is, wow, God bless you. God bless this person. That should be your only thought. इतना ही होना चाहिए कि इनको जो मिला है ना उनसे और 4 गुना मिल जाए. That should be your only thought. Then you will ascend. Then you will do good. You see, the most successful people, जितने भी सक्सेसफुल लोग हैं हमारे आसपास, you talk about anybody, they will never compete. There is no competition. There is always collaborations. They will collaborate. They will move ahead. They're big businessmen. Okay. So there will be never a competition between them. So that's how it works. This is universal energy and that's how it functions. You can't be jealous. You can't hold that kind of impurity inside you and expect to be a successful person, expect to earn money.
So basically, you acknowledge and you are grateful, basically. Even if it is for others' success, also, you are grateful to the divine and you bless them in that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so you don't need a guru mantra. You don't need a guru mantra always. If you are attracted towards any deity, make that deity your guru. Tell that deity, उन भगवान को या उस particular देवी देवता को आप बोलो, what should I do now? So वही आपको hint दे देंगे. Universe has a mysterious way of working. It will come to,
Yes, yes.
and it will come to you sooner than you expect.
Correct.
Like I am the living example of it. Like I have seen multiple miracles in my life, things that I've asked for, not even in days. कुछ घंटों में मुझे answers मिल गए हैं. Few hours. It's like it has unfolded in beautiful ways than ever I can expect. So just ask. Just ask. Yeah.
Wonderful. So now can we continue with the Rudraksha Satsang Gauriji? I think it's right.
Yeah, we can. Okay.
Thank
Do anybody wants to ask any question? Or should I go ahead by myself only?
I think it's a good idea to complete the topic for the day, and then we can ask you questions because we already at 7:10.
Okay. So Rudraksh, it itself signifies the importance and meaning of it. Rudra is the Shiv, the highest consciousness, and Aksh means the teardrops. So it's called Rudra Aksh, Rudraksh. Shivji's teardrop. So there's a story how the Rudrakshas originated. It comes from Shiv Mahapuran, Srimad Devi Bhagavatam, Mantra Mahavarna. A lot of scriptures are there which talks about the origin of Rudraksh. So we will take a Shiv Mahapuran reference, and it was a demon called Tripurasur. Okay, Tripurasur was the sons. Tripurasur means three, and Asur means demons. So there was three Asurs. That's why it's called Tripurasur. And his father was Tadkasur. So Tadkasur has got a vardhan from Shivji that he cannot be killed. He is Ajar Amar, and only Shivji's son can kill him. So at that point of time, Parvati ji, because and there was no Parvati's existence. So he thought that now I am free and now I can do whatever I want. So then he had three sons, Vidyunmali, and there were two more. So, but Vidyunmali is the most important one. That's why I'm mentioning his name. So then he trained his son in such a way कि आप ना एक तीन ऐसे planets का निर्गम राज कर सके. Can के समय who doesn't have benches are dominating. Okay, and some of them are at the tops. So वही चीजें तब भी हो रही थी, and they are actually controlling most prominent and most powerful things in our life. So that was earlier also that was happening. So he told his son, the Tripurasur, that do this thing. Okay. So what that three asurs represent: Ramas, Rajas, Tamas, and Sattva. These are the three gunas in us. Rajat, Tamas, and Sattva. Now there has to be always a balance between these three guns. अगर हम ज्यादा हो गया तो भी खराब है, तमस ज्यादा हो गया तो भी खराब है, और सत्व ज्यादा हो गया तो भी बहुत अच्छा नहीं है. So in terms to peacefully exist in this world, this earth plane, we have to balance all these three gunas. Okay. So वो जो तीन असुर इसी का रिप्रेजेंटेशन थे। और उसमें ट्विस्ट ये था कि दे कैन नॉट बी किल्ड सिंगल हैंडेडली। सो व्हाट वाज हैपनिंग इफ अ रजस, इफ विद्युन्माली इज किल्ड, देन तमस और सत्व को मिलाकर वापस से वो पैदा हो जाएगा। और अगर सत्व इज किल्ड, देन रजस और तमस को मिला के सत्व वापस से पैदा हो जाएगा। So there was this constant fight going on that none of the Dev was able, not even Vishnu Bhagwan at that time was able to kill them, not even Shiva himself was able to kill them single-handedly. कोई उन्हें खत्म नहीं कर पा रहा था, क्योंकि एक को मारते हैं तो दो इकट्ठा होकर वापस से तीसरे को पैदा कर देते हैं। So that was happening. Then शिव जी ने एक उसका निवारण निकाला कि अब ये कैसे होगा, हाउ टू डू दैट। सो all three of them has to be killed in one go. तीनों को एक साथ ही खत्म करना पड़ेगा। So they have to get finished in one single shot. There is no other shot. So शिव जी ने तपस्या शुरू की, 1000 वर्षों तक वो तपस्या की with open eyes. शिव जी didn't तपस्या for that with open eyes for 1000 years, and that's called अघोर अस्त्र तपस्या। So उन्होंने वो तपस्या करके अघोर अस्त्र का निर्माण किया। एन अघोर अस्त्र इज समथिंग जिससे एक ही शॉट में वो तीनों को मार सकते थे। और जब वो उस फाइट के लिए गए, आगे बढ़े, तो विष्णु जी उनका रथ बढ़े और ब्रह्मा जी कमंडल के रूप में उनके साथ चले। सो देयर वाज ब्रह्मा, विष्णु, महेश, ऑल थ्री टुगेदर, एंड देन देयर वाज दीज थ्री डेमons, त्रिपुरासुर। So then Shivji took up the Agorastra. Vishnuji was the vehicle and Brahmaji was the Kamandal, the cosmic power. And then उन तीनों को साथ में आना ही पड़ा। एंड देन शिवजी ने वार किया अघोरस्त्र से, 3 was finished. ओके, बट इस प्रोसेस में क्या हुआ ना, जब वो अघोरस्त्र बना, when the अघोरस्त्र was ready, at that point of time शिवजी के अश्रु गिरने लगे, बिकॉज ही कुड फील कि मेरे बच्चे, द ह्यूमंस आर इन सो मच, बिकॉज वो जो असुर थे ना, वो हमको मार रहे थे, काट रहे थे, हमको खाना नहीं दे रहे थे, देयर वाज अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, दे वर कंज्यूमिंग एवरीथिंग दैट इज मेंट फॉर अस। तो वो उनका दुख बर्दाश्त नहीं हुआ, बहुत पीड़ा में थे, उनके अश्रु गिरे, और जहां जहां वो अश्रु गिरे वहां वहां रुद्राक्षों के पेड़ का निर्माण हुआ। And that is why this is a cosmic seed. This does not belong to this planet Earth. ये बाहर से आए हुए हैं, जैसे गोल्ड एक कॉस्मिक शार से आया था ना, देयर वाज अ मेटेरॉइड शार, उसी से गोल्ड आया, तो अर्थ का नहीं है, इसीलिए हम इसे कहते हैं गॉड्स मेटल, भगवान का मेटल है गोल्ड। इसी तरह रुद्राक्ष हमारी सर्व मनोकामना पूर्ति के लिए, और हम एक अच्छी लाइफ जी सके उसके लिए हमारी लाइफ में, और इसीलिए हर किसी को इसे धारण करना चाहिए, रिगार्डलेस ऑफ एज, caste, religion, anything, everyone can wear it. Okay? तो इसमें 1 से लेके 14 मुखी तक का हमारे शास्त्रों में वर्णन है। और जो सर्वश्रेष्ठ रुद्राक्ष होते हैं वो नेपाली रुद्राक्ष होते हैं, जो धारण करने लायक होते हैं, बिकॉज रुद्राक्ष वही पावरफुल होता है जो गोल हो, कुटीला हो, मतलब कि उसकी सरफेस थॉर्नी हो, और जिसमें स्वतः छिद्र हो, मतलब कि नेचुरल हो उसमें, एंड थोड़ा बड़ा हो, आमले के शेप का हो। सो दैट्स ऑल, दैट इज समथिंग ऑलवेज माय गुरु सेज, मतलब जिन्होंने मुझे एस्ट्रोलॉजी सिखाई, सो ही ऑलवेज सेज दिस, जिन्होंने मुझे रुद्राक्ष के बारे में ज्ञान दिया, ही ऑलवेज सेज दिस कि इस तरह के रुद्राक्ष होते हैं वो बेस्ट होते हैं। सो दैट ऑल दीज क्वालिटीज आर फाउंड ओनली इन नेपाली रुद्राक्ष, सिर्फ नेपाली रुद्राक्ष में पाई जाती है। सो 1 से 14 का मेंशन है, बट इन नेपाल वी ऑल्सो गेट 1 to 21। 1 से 21 मुखी के रुद्राक्ष हमको नेपाल वेराइटी में मिल जाते हैं। नाउ 1 मुखी रुद्राक्ष एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता, नेपाली होता ही नहीं है। सो अगर आपको कोई बोल रहा है कि मेरे पास 1 मुखी ओरिजिनल है, तो जस्ट रन, बिकॉज दैट पर्सन इज फूलिंग यू, इट डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट। ओके, 1 मुखी डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट। 2 मुखी ने, और 1 मुखी होता है स्वयंभू शिव का अवतार। इट्स लाइक शिवा हिमसेल्फ इज द 1 मुखी रुद्राक्ष, एंड दैट डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट। 2 मुखी रुद्राक्ष इज द अर्धनारीश्वर फॉर्म ऑफ शिव जी। इट इज फॉर मून, चंद्र के लिए पहना जाता है, द प्लैनेट मून। देन देर इज 3 मुखी रुद्राक्ष विच इज रूल्ड बाय द अग्नि देव, ये मार्स के लिए पहना जाता है। देन देर इज 4 मुखी रुद्राक्ष। बाय द वे 3 मुखी जो रुद्राक्ष होता है ना, इट इज meant to डिस्ट्रॉय ऑल योर पास्ट लाइफ सिंस। तो अगर आपकी कोई गलतियां हो गई, कोई ऐसे बहुत बड़े अपराध हो गए ना, तो त्रिमुखी रुद्राक्ष को जब आप धारण करते हो तो वो आपको एक डायरेक्शन देता है जिससे आप अपनी जो भी गलतियां हुई उसको सुधार सको। वो एक आपको मार्ग प्रदर्शित करता है, इसीलिए त्रिमुखी रुद्राक्ष बहुत पवित्र होता है। लाइक हाउ फायर इज वेरी, फायर इज वेरी सीक्रेट, बहुत पवित्र अग्नि होती है, इसलिए हम दाह संस्कार भी अग्नि से ही करते हैं। So that's why Trimukhi Rudraksh burns our karma, and there are a lot of other benefits also. Then there is four Mukhi Rudraksh, जो ब्रह्मा का रुद्राक्ष होता है, जैसे ब्रह्मा का बोलते हैं, और वो मर्क्यूरी प्लैनेट बुध के लिए पहना जाता है। स्टूडेंट्स के लिए जो पढ़ाई करते हैं, जो क्रिएटिव फील्ड में है, उनके लिए बहुत अच्छा होता है। फिर होता है पांच मुखी रुद्राक्ष, इसे कालग्नि रुद्राक्ष कहा जाता है, जो शिव जी का रुद्राक्ष होता है। कालग्नि इज अ फॉर्म ऑफ लॉर्ड शिव, तो इट्स अ कालग्नि महादेव, इट्स अ कालग्नि रुद्र। और ये प्लैनेट जुपिटर के लिए पहना जाता है, गुरु के लिए। बहुत पवित्र रुद्राक्ष होता है। किसी की मैरिड लाइफ में प्रॉब्लम है या जुपिटर से रिलेटेड कोई इश्यूज है, फाइनेंशियल इश्यूज हैं, या एक कोई इस तरह के कोई इश्यूज बहुत लंबे टाइम तक चल रहे हैं और कुंडली में जुपिटर मैलेफिक है, तो पांच मुखी रुद्राक्ष जितने ज्यादा धारण कर सको करो। फिर होते हैं छह मुखी रुद्राक्ष, विच इज रूल्ड बाय लॉर्ड कार्तिकेय, विच इज फॉर द प्लैनेट शुक्र। Okay, it enhances the communication skill, and it's like it also gives you wisdom. Like right now I am wearing a four mukhi in my hand because मेरी मर्क्यूरी की महादशा चल रही है, but I also have a six mukhi rudraksh. Like this does not have a lot of power because this is single, but ये still मैं पहन लेती हूँ because I am wearing like on my waist and in my neck I am wearing a lot of rudrakshas. So when you wear it in a particular quantity, I'm wearing six bead of six mukhi rudraksh, okay, and then multiple beads of other rudrakshas. So in total, I am wearing 32 beads in total, 32 to 34 beads. So when you wear, एटलीस्ट अगर आप 10 भी पहनोगे ना तो भी आपको पावर पता चलेगा, बट बिकॉज द योगीज दे वेयर मोर रुद्राक्ष बिकॉज दे हैव टू कॉन्स्टेंटली स्पीक एंड दे हैव टू कॉन्स्टेंटली ट्रांसफर एनर्जी। वी डू अ लॉट ऑफ मेडिटेशन इन यज्ञ, तो हमको एनर्जी की बहुत जरूरत पड़ती है। सो वेयर मल्टीपल बीट्स। और दो सिक्स मुखी मैंने बताया लॉर्ड कार्तिकेय का होता है। वीनस, अगर आपको लग्जरी चाहिए लाइफ में, कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स को एनहांस करना चाहते हो, मार्केटिंग में अच्छा करना चाहते हो, तो छह मुखी रुद्राक्ष अच्छा होता है। फिर देन देर इज सेवन मुखी रुद्राक्ष, द मोस्ट फेवरेट रुद्राक्ष, सबसे ज्यादा आजकल सबका बहुत फेवरेट है, क्योंकि ये शनि के लिए पहना जाता है। अगर शनि की साढ़े साती चल रही है तो सेवन मुखी के 32 बीट्स पहन सकते हैं गले में, बहुत अच्छा होता है। शनि कंठा भी बोलते हैं उसको। और ये माँ लक्ष्मी से रूल होता है। सो माँ लक्ष्मी जो है वो इस रुद्राक्ष की रूल करती है, एंड इट इज टू अट्रैक्ट वेल्थ, टू अट्रैक्ट स्टेबल वेल्थ। एक होता है ना कि पैसा आ तो रहा है बट रुकता नहीं है ना, पर सात मुखी रुद्राक्ष से आपका वेल्थ आएगा और रुकेगा। सो ऑल द गुड वेल्थ विल बी सस्टेन्ड इन योर लाइफ। देन देर इज एट मुखी रुद्राक्ष विच इज फॉर राहु एंड विच इज रूल्ड बाय लॉर्ड गणेशा, गणपति जी। इट्स टू रिमूव ऑल द ऑब्स्टिकल्स फ्रॉम योर लाइफ, हरता बोलते हैं हम गणेश जी को। तो राहु है ना, अगर खराब होता है ना तो आपकी लाइफ में बहुत सारे ऑब्स्टिकल्स देता है, आपके काम को डिले कराता है एक्सेट्रा। सो आठ मुखी रुद्राक्ष राहु के लिए पहना जाता है, और नौ मुखी रुद्राक्ष होता है वो केतु के लिए होता है। नव राहु एंड केतु बोथ आर शैडो प्लैनेट्स, वो एग्जिस्ट नहीं करते एक्चुअल में, बट दे आर शैडो प्लैनेट्स, राइट। तो और उसकी भी एक अलग स्टोरी है, ब्यूटीफुल स्टोरी, कभी कोई और सेशन में बताऊंगी कि वो कैसे फॉर्म हुए और कलयुग में उसका क्या महत्व है। कि अगर कोई 4 तारीख को पैदा हुआ है, मतलब किसी का डेट ऑफ बर्थ का टोटल 4 आता है या किसी का डेट ऑफ बर्थ का टोटल 7 आता है, तो वो लोग राहु और केतु से रूल करते हैं। और उसके क्या सिग्निफिकेंस होते हैं, या तो आपकी कुंडली में फर्स्ट हाउस राहु या फर्स्ट हाउस केतु है तो उसको बहुत ही खराब मानते हैं आजकल लोग, बट उसका एक बहुत ही पावरफुल सिग्निफिकेंस है। और वो लोग बहुत कुछ महान काम करते हैं अपनी लाइफ में अगर सही डायरेक्शन में चले तो, ठीक है। सो आई विल कम टू दिस समटाइम्स, sometime later. So नौ मुखी is for Ketu and ruled by Devi Durga. माँ दुर्गा से रूल करता है, एंड टू रिमूव एनी मेलेफिक इफेक्ट्स ऑफ द प्लैनेट केतु, और बहुत ही स्पिरिचुअल प्लैनेट है केतु, आपको बहुत ही इंट्यूटिव बनाता है। एंड देन 10 मुखी इज फॉर सर्वगुण संपन्न शांति। तो 10 मुखी जो होता है वो दशावतार विष्णु का होता है। दशावतार विष्णु, विष्णु जी के जो 10 अवतार थे ना, उसका एक उसकी पावर उसमें होती है। सो 10 मुखी को इविल आई प्रोटेक्शन के रूप में भी माना जाता है, और सर्व मनोकामना पूर्ति के लिए भी इसे पहना जाता है। कोई अगर विष्णु भक्त है, कोई कृष्ण भक्त है, तो 10 मुखी रुद्राक्ष धारण करना चाहिए। और अगर किसी को बहुत ज्यादा नजर लगती है, किसी को नजर दोष है, तो भी 10 मुखी रुद्राक्ष उन्हें धारण करना चाहिए। 10 मुखी रुद्राक्ष वास्तु दोष के लिए भी बहुत अच्छा होता है। 11 मुखी रुद्राक्ष जो होता है हनुमान जी का होता है, और अगेन मंगल के लिए पहना जाता है। तो मंगल जब ये अच्छा नहीं होता ना, तो आपको एक्सीडेंट्स देता है, इंजरीज देता है बहुत सारी। इस चीजों को इस चीजों से ओवरकम करने के लिए 11 मुखी रुद्राक्ष पहना जाता है, बिकॉज कहा जाता है कि रुद्राक्ष है ना, सारी चीजें हरता है, विषय ना, हर हर महादेव। महादेव की हर चीज सारी चीजें हर ही लेती है। सो वी ऑफन से काल हर, कष्ट हर, दुख हर, दारिद्र्य हर, सर्व पाप हर, सर्व रोग हर, ओम नमो पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव। सो देर इज दिस श्लोक। हर मतलब कि आप ले लो हमसे, दिस डज नॉट बिलोंग टू यू। इसीलिए तो हमने शिव जी को विश भी दे दिया था कि वी तो कांट कीप इट, यू टेक इट। एंड बेचारे हमारे भोलेनाथ पी भी गए। सो या, सो दैट्स व्हाई दैट्स हाउ इट वर्क्स कि 11 मुखी जो रुद्राक्ष होता है वो सारी चीजें हरता है। और वैसा तो सारे ही रुद्राक्ष हरते हैं, बट 11 मुखी इज द पोटेंट वन। सो 12 मुखी सन का होता है। सन सूर्य, अगर किसी को करियर में आगे बढ़ना है, स्पेशली जो लोग सिविल सर्विस के लिए प्रिपेयर करते हैं, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सर्विसेज लाइक आईएएस आईपीएस, वो सारी है। अथॉरिटी और हायर पोजीशन पे जिसको जाना है, या तो अपनी जॉब में प्रमोशन चाहिए, या तो कोई ऐसा है जो नर्वस सिस्टम हेल्थ में, जो नर्वस सिस्टम डिसऑर्डर से गो थ्रू कर रहा है, हार्ट की इश्यू है, यू नो तो इन लोगों के लिए 12 मुखी बहुत ही पावरफुल साबित होता है। अगर आपकी लाइफ में अब सॉरी, आपकी कुंडली में सूर्य बहुत पावरफुल नहीं है, तो आप ये पहन सकते हैं। उससे क्या होता है ना, अगर सूर्य पावरफुल नहीं है तो करियर में परेशानी आएगी, जॉब छूट जाएगी, जॉब लगेगी नहीं, या तो जॉब मिलेगी नहीं, मिलेगी तो 6 महीने में छूट जाएगी। एक फ्लक्चुएशन देखने को मिलता है, एक स्टेबिलिटी नहीं आ पाती। तो फॉर दोस काइंड ऑफ पीपल 12 मुखी इज वेरी गुड। कमिंग टू 13 मुखी, अगेन शुक्र के लिए पहना जाता है फॉर द प्लैनेट वीनस, बट इसकी जो रूलिंग डेटी है वो कामदेव है। द ब्यूटिफुल प्लैनेट कामदेव का रुद्राक्ष है। एंड दिस इज काइंड टू अट्रैक्ट ऑल द लग्जरीज इन द वर्ल्ड। जितने भी एक्टर एक्ट्रेसेस होते हैं उनके लिए 13 मुखी रुद्राक्ष बहुत अच्छा होता है। सो इट्स टू अट्रैक्ट ऑल काइंड ऑफ लव एंड लग्जरीज इन टू योर लाइफ। मतलब शुक्र की पॉजिटिव पावर्स को अपनी लाइफ में लाने के लिए 13 मुखी पहन सकते हैं। देन देयर कम्स द 14 मुखी, द सुपर हीरो। इट्स कॉल्ड देवमणि। तो क्योंकि इसे कहा जाता है कि शिव जी के तीसरे नेत्र से उत्पन्न हुआ है, इसीलिए इसको देवमणि भी कहा जाता है। और ये बहुत रेयर रुद्राक्ष होता है। और इसकी जो रूलिंग डेटी है वो शिव जी है और हनुमान जी है। और इसे भी शनि के लिए पहना जाता है। तो अगर किसी की शनि की 7.5 चल रही है, ढैया चल रही है, या किसी की शनि कुंडली में शनि ठीक नहीं है, या कोई कोई भी इंसान जो एक प्रॉब्लमेटिक लाइफ सिचुएशन से गो थ्रू कर रहा है, या तो कोई इंसान जिसे अपनी लाइफ में हर तरह से सर्व संपूर्ण ग्रोथ चाहिए, तो भी वो 14 मुखी धारण करे, क्योंकि इसमें 1 से लेके 13 तक की सारी क्वालिटीज होती हैं। सिमिलरली 15 मुखी में भी 1 से लेके 14 तक की सारी क्वालिटीज होती हैं। सो दैट्स अबाउट 1 to 14। नाउ 15 to 21 एक बहुत बड़ा सब्जेक्ट है, तो हम उसे फिर कभी टच करेंगे, ठीक है। बट आई होप कि 1 to 14 मैंने समझा दिया है। अब इसमें किसी को कोई डाउट हो तो पूछ सकते हैं।
What is the most common? Is it Panchmukhi
मोस्ट
Rudraksh?
कॉमन रुद्राक्ष इज अ 5 मुखी रुद्राक्ष।
Okay. So, are there different varieties of Rudraksha trees that give multiple, like 12 Mukhi, 13 Mukhi, 14 Mukhi? Is it available only in specific?
No. It grows on one single tree, and the scientific name of it is Eliocarpus genethris. So that is variable. It grows on a all the Rudraksh grows on a single.
I see. So it
Yeah,
decides how many.
yeah, yeah.
And how you identify the number of faces is by counting the number of lines, isn't it?
Yeah, you count the number of lines. उसमें जितने faces होते हैं उतने that's how it is identified. Like उतने ही वो मुखी होता है. What else?
Does anybody else has any questions about Rudraksha, their uses? And how do we know that Rudraksha is genuine, Gauriji? Because there are also, I understand, fake Rudrakshas or Rudrakshas that don't have, how do you know which is genuine, which is not?
X-ray. आज के समय में तो एक्सरे मतलब रुद्राक्ष होते हैं ना उसका जब आप एक्सरे करेंगे तो जितने फेस है फॉर एग्जांपल अगर 5 मुखी रुद्राक्ष हैं तो उनके अंदर उतने ही कंपार्टमेंट होंगे सो 5 मुखी रुद्राक्ष हैज अ 5 कंपार्टमेंट दैट्स हाउ यू आइडेंटिफाई दैट दिस इज रियल और नॉट
I see. Okay, it looks like nobody else has any more questions.
या
But it was very interesting what you shared with us.
या
However, I should ask, suppose, let's say, for example, a person is going through a difficulty in life and they get a 13-face Rudraksha. People sometimes charge a lot of money to get these Rudrakshas with a high number of faces. How do we know where to get a genuine Rudraksha from? Any good source that we can get these Rudrakshas from, which is
I
Oh,
myself
okay. Oh,
I do that yeah if you want it
no,
you can contact me
please leave your number in the chat so that we can contact you should anyone of us want.
Yeah, I'm so leaving my personal number and my company's number also. I do sell Rudraksh, gemstones, crystals, all of that. So, where is the chat? Yeah.
Now, is it true that
Any
he comes across? Yeah, we've not
huh?
seen it yet in the chat window.
Sorry,
We have
what?
not seen. Yes, now. Yes, I can see a number now. That is your personal number. Is it 815 or is it the company number?
932 So that was my company's that was my personal number, and the second one both.
Sorry, we lost you for a moment. The first one is your company number.
The first one is my personal
Second one is your
number. The
personal
second one
number.
is company's number.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And I also have heard that when one gets these gemstones or the Rudrakshas, even if they're genuine, some of them don't match your, they won't necessarily match everybody. It may not have a beneficial effect uniformly on everybody. Is that true?
For gemstones, yes, it is true. For Rudraksh, no, it is not. If you are wearing Rudraksh, there would be no side effect. If you are wearing a Nepali Rudraksh, there would be no side effect. But nowadays, people are wearing a Bhadraksh, which grows in Rameshwaram, and then they say, "Oh my God, मेरे साथ ये हो गया." I mean, that's not how it's done. You have to wear a Rudraksh. Bhadraksh is not wearable. Bhadraksh do not have any positive effects. It only has negative effects. So don't compare a Rudraksh and a Bhadraksh. First, get knowledge. Whoever wants, get knowledge and get assistance from the expert, and then go ahead and wear it. If you are wearing Nepali Rudraksh, clearly mention है शास्त्रों में इस तरह के रुद्राक्ष जैसा मैंने अभी एक्सप्लेन किया हर किसी को सारे धारण करने चाहिए एवरीवन हैज टू वेयर ऑल 1 to 21 मुखी और ऑल 1 to 14 मुखी जैसे
Oh,
जिसकी कैपेसिटी So everyone has to wear every single mukhi. I, I am wearing a lot of them. See, I'll show you. I'm almost wearing 11 and one Gauri Shankar.
Oh,
Yeah. So everyone has to wear all
I
the
see.
mukhis. So
But
yeah.
how many faces that
Huh?
how many faces does the so you're wearing a Rudraksha mala which has each Rudraksha has a different number of faces from the other.
Yes. I have like 14 mukhi. I have like 12 mukhis there. There is no 13 mukhi. I'm not wearing the 13 mukhi, but I'm wearing a Gauri Shankar instead. A 13 mukhi Gauri Shankar, and then of course all the other faces.
Sorry, I'm not able to hear you. I don't know if it's only me.
Acha, I'm saying I'm not wearing 13 mukhi and I'm not wearing 9 mukhi. Other than that, all 1 to 14 I'm wearing. So obviously I'm not wearing 1, but 2 to 14 I'm wearing.
Oh,
Do you all want to see?
that
I
means
don't
it
know
was
how. Huh?
that
Sorry?
means it was very. I'm so happy to hear you say that the Nepali Rudraksha is genuine because completely by chance there was this Nepali couple who had come down looking for a job near my house where I'm constructing, and completely by chance they were walking past and they said, "Oh, you have a room on the ground floor. Can we occupy?" And that is how we got the conversation flowing. And they suddenly said. Would you like to? I'm going to Nepal. I'm going to come back within a month or two. Would you like a Rudrak bead? And I said yes. So this is an example of how when the right time comes, through some unknown, unplanned manner, it comes to
Hmm.
you.
Hmm. Right. I have a lot of Rudraksh right now also with me, but I'll show you one. I'll show you one 7 mukhi. So this is the certificate, and this is bead. This is a
Ah,
collector bead. So this is 23 ka bead hai. This is the superior quality ka bead. Most good, like the
uh-huh.
best quality seed. So this is a 7 mukhi. Then we have a 3 mukhi also there. Everything comes with a certificate. I don't know if it's visible or not.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
I don't think it's visible.
Mm,
Now it is.
no, yeah.
So this is a 3 mukhi. I have like a lot of 3 mukhis with me. Then we have also a lot of 7 mukhis. Then I have a lot of stock with me right now, but I don't think I can show everything. But yes, this is a set of 6 mukhi. This is a set of 6 mukhi. Like there are 8 beads of 6 mukhi with certificate. Yeah. So we have it in different shapes and sizes. So yeah, it's there.
So that means the bigger size is the more powerful one, or how does it work?
Not necessarily. A medium size is also good. Like all the beads that I am wearing, most of them are of medium size. Not too small, not too big, because nowadays a lot of chemical made beads are also there, which has no power, especially in the higher mukhis, because 14 mukhi can be really expensive. So in market, if you'll go and buy, they will give you 14 mukhi for 20,000, which is like a complete bizarre because 14 mukhi, good 14 mukhi will cost a minimum of 60,000. One seed for 60,000. So that's how a chemical beads are sold in market. So they give you it in cheap rate, but they are made from chemical, which has no effect. So that is also something is very bad. I mean, that's happening in the market. It's very bad, and people are getting trapped in this. And that's why we just try and spread the awareness that you don't buy from us, don't take it from us, but just know which one to take. Just educate yourself. Just know.
Yeah. I think the
Yeah.
best thing to do, like you mentioned, is the Nam Jap, and you genuinely follow the path. So if you're meant to get, you will get on the way. If it is meant to support your growth, maybe close your prarabdha karma or support you in any way, then at that time, if you ask for support, you will get it. Maybe that's
Yeah.
the best way.
Yeah. Right. So anybody, I don't think now anybody has any question. Nazaris, do you have any question? No? Okay, there is also Prabhakar Deshpande ji. Okay.
Any questions, Prabhakar ji? Yeah.
Yes, madam.
Ji, do you have any questions?
No, madam.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
So, in which case, it is a very interesting session, Gauri ji. Really very useful to know these things. Many times, the universe speaks to us in mysterious ways. When, especially as seekers, we come across these kind of esoteric. This is basically an esoteric science that supports us to become a better version of ourselves. And these are all tools. Rudraksha is a tool, I understand from you. So, an esoteric spiritual tool. But I also am aware that these kind of tools can be used or even misused. So it is important for us to be a genuine sadhak and be on the path of dharma, so that
Yeah.
we accrue good karma. Otherwise, if we do
Yeah.
it, there is a heavy load that one can experience.
So the
But thank
one
you.
thing you can do is to never take Rudrakshas as a gift. Never take Rudraksh as a gift. So because Rudraksha has a potent energy, it's very powerful. So nowadays the people are using it for their ill intentions also. So never take it as a gift. Always purchase. Always give something in return. Always pay them or do something for them. Or, do some, like there should be an exchange. Never take it as a gift.
Oh, very interesting. Thank you. That's actually what I did. When a person gave me, I just gave him a little bit of money, but later on I want to help them. Let's see what happens. So, anyway, thank you so much, Gauri ji. I do hope you'll join us again in the future with other very interesting topics, especially in your other areas of healing that you do. So we'd love to hear. And in fact, it'd be very nice if you come over and do a workshop with us at the School of Ancient Wisdom. It was very nice that last month we had, after a very long time, we had a retreat, weekend retreat at the School of Ancient Wisdom. So in the following subsequent retreats, it'll be nice to have you also, conduct some programs and workshops for us.
Definitely, I
Thank
would
you so
love to.
much.
I would love to do that. I'm looking forward. Thank you so much for having me. May you all have a great day ahead and the next day ahead and following up a beautiful life ahead. I wish you all the best. God bless you all. Namah Shivaya. So
Om
may
Namah
I leave
Shivaya. God
the
bless you too,
session?
Gauri ji.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So
We've come to
thank
the
you.
end now. So
Yeah.
what we'll do is we finish normally, as even Nazarius ji has said. Thank you very much, Gauri ji, for enlightening us. Much
Oh,
gratitude and many blessings.
you're welcome, sir. You're welcome.
So now we come to the end of our satsang this week. Today, for some reason, I don't know whether it's the weather or what's been going on, but the attendance has been very less. But I'm sure once people get a whiff of your content, more and more people will definitely join. That's our sankalpa. That Mamanise, who had founded the School of Ancient Wisdom, wanted the maximum number of people to be touched, to be supported, to become a better version of themselves and make the world a better place. So on that note, we come to the last section, which is the Loka Samasta. So please sit straight with your back, neck, and head aligned in this mode of gratitude after Gauriji's wonderful satsang and all the insights that she's given us. Let us now remember our loved ones or those in our communities that require these prayers. Collective prayer is very powerful. I have personally experienced the benefit of it. So remember their names. Remember what ailment they're suffering from. It could be health. It could be wealth. It could be relationships. These three areas especially are areas where most people go through their karmic lessons of growth in life. So just remember them, their ailment, and how you would want them to be healed. Also, let us send out healing prayers to the world at large in these days of war and instability. Let there be peace and wisdom. May Dharma prevail. Take a nice deep breath. Sit straight with your back, neck, and head aligned. And let go. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Brahmarpanamastu. Once again, thank you, Gauriji. And thank you all. Till next Thursday, same time, same place. God bless and take care.
Okay.